This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. These are 15 stories that we're following today. Again, on the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast, we bring to you short business episodes, short private equity episodes, as well as interviews with brilliant private equity and business leaders, and then somebody's body of life episodes. So 15 stories we're following today. First, the markets jumped on good inflation news Friday, and the markets also point up today. They were way up on Friday. They were pointing up more this morning. We'll see how it plays out throughout the day. Second, the lower inflation reading that came out Friday solidifies market hopes for a rate cut by the Fed in September. Encouraging inflation news led the sort of markets up Friday with hopes of a rate cut. Third, the NASDAQ remains up more than 17% year to date. The S&P 500 is up more than 15% year to date, still moving in the right direction. Fourth, you're listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We're extremely thankful that last week it was ranked #1 in the Apple U.S. Business News rankings. Again, thank you for listening. Fifth, Bitcoin itself rose this past week on Donald Trump speaking very positively about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So we'll see how that goes. Sixth, I'm thrilled to play today in a golf outing for charity for the Helping Hands Network for special needs children. Had a chance to two different foursomes in this, and just thrilled to bring some friends and support this great charity. God bless Scott Rudin and his wife, Debbie Rudin. Amazing. We'll also see a lot of Chicago Blackhawks there as well. Seventh, 3M, the inventor of the sticky note, jumped 23% Friday. 3M's up 40% year to date and is around a $74 billion market cap. Eighth, Abbott is pointing significantly down this morning. Ninth, Bruce Allen Hamilton, one of the great all-time consulting firms, dropped nearly 9% on Friday on an earnings miss. Let's hope that's not a sign of the times for the big consulting professional services firms. We'll see how that goes. That's ninth. A special footnote or side note: Tesla's up about 6% today after getting, taking it on the chin Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 10th, after me being out for most physical activities this last month, I had a detached retina. There is little that's more uplifting than the ability to start getting back to regular activities. My God, for somebody who uses activities to stay away from depression and to stay positive, to stay happy and stuff like that, very little better than being back at some of my favorite sports and activities. I lost a couple of my buddies in golf this weekend. They suck, but I'm playing still with really one eye, and if not for that, I probably would beat them. 11th, Bank of America up nearly 24% year to date. B of A has a market cap of nearly $324 billion. JP Morgan Chase is also performing really well, up 25% year to date. 12th, McDonald's took it on the chin. They missed on earnings, missed on profits. They basically say that consumers are getting more cautious about spending, and it's hurting the kind of consumers that really work and spend at McDonald's. 13th, McDonald's is down 50% year to date. It has a market cap of about $108 billion. Wendy's, which is much, much smaller than McDonald's, is down 14% year to date. It's got a market cap that's infinitesimal, minuscule compared to McDonald's. 14th, Starbucks is also down 24% year to date. Starbucks is down 24% year to date and has a market cap of around $83 billion. Starbucks taken on the chin this year. But I have to tell you, we've returned to using Starbucks a lot as a coffee shop and enjoying the cold brew a lot more than I anticipated. 15, we have 62.5% of the family heading to Utah this weekend. I will tell you, and it's embarrassing as you get older, I did use the calculator app to calculate that 62.5%. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. Always great to visit with people. And thank you again for a #1 ranking. Thank you. If anybody has a suggestion for an idea, a topic, 773-766-5322. Always love to hear topics. Thank you so much for listening to the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast.